Hi everyone, it's Christmas Eve, oh my goodness, and that means we've only got one painting left on the Advent calendar. Before we reveal all, let's just have a very quick look at what we've done so far, because it's an absolutely amazing achievement to get through all of these paintings, and I'd love to know which your favourite's been. Okay, but it's all about this one right now. So let's see what's behind the door on day 24. Ooh, it's Father Christmas and the reindeer, and we've got a little scene here for the last day of the Watercolour Advent calendar. So for one last time, grab your paints and let's get started. Well, the last one. So we're all getting ready for Father Christmas. So here he is. It's an official picture, I can tell you. So we're going to have him silhouetted in his sleigh, doing his very important job. So let's have him. We've become quite good at silhouettes this calendar. So a little nose and a beard, and there you go, he's got a blanket over his knees and some mittens on because it's cold, and we're going to have a reindeer. So we'll make sure we've got the head of the reindeer fitting in. Then sort of create the chest and then the back. And we'll have some amazing antlers. There we are, and we might just have a few little houses with chimneys, of course. But this does mean I have to make up the dark colour one more time. Oh well. Okay. I think that looks really lovely, and I think we'll put a few stars in the sky, and maybe the big one as well. There it is. We've seen it a few times in this calendar. So are you ready for a big picture for the last one? I hope you are. Right, let's do this. So we're going to just lightly rub out some of the pencil just so we're ready. Whoops. I mean, I hope you're not busy on Christmas Eve, you're not doing too much, because we've got some painting to do. So the first thing we're going to do is mix up a night sky. So we'll just get our two blues, put those together. And the only thing we have to really be careful of in terms of our silhouettes is the stars and the windows. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to paint in some light in the windows. So we'll use lemon yellow, and the joy of this is we don't need to be really neat with it. We can just do this. Brilliant. If you want, you could put a bit of colour on the stars. Might be nice. But if you do that, we need to wait for those stars to dry before we start putting in our night sky. Right then, so I'm going to go around these, and I'm going to try and do it quite fast. So yeah, I think going around a few and then cleaning off your brush and doing the sort of wet bleed outline is a good idea. Or if you go a bit slower, then just do it after each one and just spread it out like that. Okay, there we go. And the rest of it we can just paint over, which is cool because we're going to do, in fact I'm going to get my larger brush. So we're going to do silhouettes. I'm going to go up close to the houses, but I'm not going to go all over them. Okay, I like that. Let's let that dry 100% and then we can do the details. And of course I need to mix up that colour for one last time. Red, blue, I think a tiny bit more blue. I think that's where I've gone wrong. There we go. Get it dark and then a bit of brown. I mean, there's every argument to say that if I just added like everything in the palette, it would probably end up as the right dark colour I want, but it just sometimes never quite does it. I seem to add too much of one thing and not enough of the other. Anyway, I hope you're having more luck. Oh, there we go, there we go. Lovely. Okay, let this dry and then we'll be back for detail. Right then, let's get painting, and I'm going to use my little brush just for the reindeer and Father Christmas. And when you're painting, it gives you the opportunity to sort of finesse maybe some of the drawing you've done. Or change bits if you need. I thought, I don't know about you, but I remember last year a lot of people having slight withdrawal symptoms from finishing the Advent calendar. Everyone was a bit sad, so I thought I'd do a nice long one for the last one. And to be honest, even when I say a long one, I don't think it's going to be that long, because this is the joy of silhouettes, is you can get through them quite fast if you need to, but also if you've got the time, then how nice to be able to just sit and enjoy it. Okay, so I got to the point where we are now filling in the houses. So I will go round the windows. And you can put in some window detail if you want. I was considering going to a larger brush, but this feels good. Now the other thing is, if you're craving some painting content over the Christmas period, we will be back with you in the little gap in between with a few bits and pieces. And also, of course, there is just so much on my YouTube channel and on Patreon, which is where many of the suggestions for the Advent calendar came actually from my patrons. So I want to say a huge thank you to them, and I know a lot of them are watching and painting along, and I'm enjoying seeing everybody's paintings on social media and on the Patreon channel as well. And yeah, there's just so many ways you can come and paint with me if you have really enjoyed this, and this is your first sort of experience of painting along with me. It's certainly a highlight of my year, painting the Watercolour Advent calendar. Okay, last little bit to do. So there is our silhouette done, and I'm going to take a little bit more of the cadmium yellow, and I'm going to just add a little bit more of a glow to some of our stars in the sky. And we're going to rub out the pencil once that's dry and see what we've got. And there it is, our final Advent calendar painting is done. Oh my goodness, what an amazing journey we've been on together. Let's have a look at the whole thing. I'll just move my paints out the way. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning, shall we? How long ago does this feel? It feels long for me. So we've gone through and we have enjoyed a range of different cultures from different countries. The Christmas story, the nativity, Christmas botanicals, some classics, some new things we've learned, some tasty treats. And yeah, just been having such a lovely time with it. I've been learning so much with it, and it's been so nice to hear that you've been enjoying yourselves too. So I guess all that's left for me to say is a very, very happy Christmas to you all and your loved ones, and I hope whatever tomorrow means to you, that you'll have a happy and peaceful day. And thank you so much for joining me once again for the Watercolour Advent Calendar. Please, please, please share your finished calendars on social media, on Instagram. Tag me at the Winton Paper Co, because I cannot wait to see your beautiful finished calendar. Okay, so we will see you on the other side of Christmas. Bye!